Pull. Pull. So frustratingly slow to improve. Is it because you're trying to challenge me to improve? Or could it be that you're trying to tell me I've reached my limit? I'll never get past. Okay. So the only thing that's really doing anything is my arm. So it's up to me and my arm. So, arm, what do you want in pool, obviously? Would you like a better diet? More vegetables? Some exercise? Some lotion? What's that you say? Practice? Okay, fine. Practice it is. I'm going to just take a break from APA for one season. And it started about a month ago, so there's a couple months left. It's not because I haven't been shooting well. I think I've been shooting pretty okay, you know, if I don't, kind of rah. So why am I even making a post of this? Because I want to document it, and in case it rings true for any of you guys, then maybe it'll help your arms too. But seriously, I just want to document and see how it works, if it works. When I miss a shot, or, miss a shot that I should have made, then I feel like my arm and I have some things to work out, some issues. I'm telling it to do something, but it thinks otherwise. And that's not going to work for me. Now, I believe it might have something more to do with habits, not focusing on a shot or not lining up well. So some of you might be thinking, doesn't your arm actually have to compete in order to get better? Well, first off, it's my arm. I'm controlling it. Well, sometimes anyway. Furthermore, I want to dive deeper into my own game and get familiar with where my limits are. My strengths and weaknesses, so that I know where not to overextend myself and not to take a shot that I have a really, really low chance of making, but kind of deny to myself that I suck at. These kind of things could totally sell me out and cost a game, and that's not cool. Not knowing what cost me a game can cost me again in the future, obviously. So this isn't a very good reflective feedback loop going on. So I think that recognizing those moments will be extremely important for me. Besides, it's an experiment. I don't know what's gonna happen. Could be a total flop, but So what I'll be doing is working on some drills almost every day. Coffee. It's good coffee. What I'll be doing is working on some drills that I learned from Minnesota Pool Bootcamp, and then testing myself against the Ghost in a 9-ball race to 5. I'm going to record myself during these matches and review them all on YouTube because, reveal all my weaknesses to the world. Judge me. So basically, we'll see them together. Another tool that I've been using is my trusty notebook. In it, I record things like what days I practice, how much I practiced, and what I practiced on specifically. And then in the back, I write down shots that I missed, make a note of them so that I can review them. Awareness, right? Hey, I want to get better. Y'all know what I mean. I'm, a little bit nervous because I've never taken this solo before. I practiced on my own before, but, I kind of heavily depended on my teammates in order to help me improve, what to do to improve. And I learned a lot. But there are also a lot of times when something that they tell me just doesn't work for me. That's going to be really frustrating. So I'm going to try and figure it out myself. Oh God, what am I doing? Also, another sad thing that happened that nudged me in this direction was that I kind of lost someone that was close to me. He kind of died in a terrible alligator in lipstick episode. Ugh. It was terrible. It was a glorious battle. It was like kind of a breakup situation. But he was kind of like my coach, and losing him meant that I was kind of being thrown out into the world to try to fend for myself and figure it out on my own because he kind of stopped talking to me. He was also a really good friend, so losing him was really saddening. But I still feel like I made the right choice. Despite
emotional damage go.
I love that guy. Oh God, what have I done? I don't know. I'm kind of just hoping that my arm will start doing the things that I want it to do. And maybe I can find a way out. Okay, enough talk. On to the first match. Hello all. So Here's my first 9-ball match that I'm broadcasting on YouTube. Oh, I'm not even sure where to put this microphone, really. Ugh, I've never done this. Okay, this is comfortable-ish. Okay, so let's get it going. I've sped up most of it so that we're not here for 30 minutes. But for those of you who not sure how ghost ball games work, it's basically a test to run out. And every time you run out, you get a point. And what happens if you don't make a ball is that you assume that you're playing against someone really, really good. The ghost is basically like Shane Van Boning. And you assume that they can run out, no matter whether you safety or not. There's a few variations where you can safety it, but I'm going old school at the moment. So whenever I miss or scratch, it's a loss. And I just lost 1 point. Well, I'm about to, because there's no way I can masse this ball. And I know what happens. I just don't have that stroke yet. Right into the pocket. Don't you love when that happens? Rack number 2, 0, 1. So I'm getting ball in hand, spending a lot of time thinking about how I'm going to set up. And this one I'm going to hit the long rail to set up for the 2, and then come back down for the 3. I used a little bit of a right spin on that one to get over, but and I could have used a little bit more, but I didn't want to because that's it really throws off your aim. Left myself a bit of a tough shot on this 3, but by using outside, I can come back in line for the 4. Ooh, and I kind of failed that, but okay. I have a shot. I have a shot. Kind of a tough shot on that 4, but easy setup for the 5. Ooh, got a little too far, but I still have a shot. You can see the sun is really going in through those windows right now. I blame the sun. I blame the sun in my face. No, I'm kidding. All right, so 0, 2 to the ghost, the Shane Van Boning ghost. That dude's still alive, well alive, by the way. Oh, I made a ball. Yay. It's always nice to make a ball in the break. 1 to the 2 here is a pretty easy setup. If you leave the cue ball closer to this the short rail, then you can get in nice angle on that 2. Stun it over. 1 rail for the 4. That 5 was tricky because that 7 was getting between that 6 and 7 to try to cut it in is tough. I decided to try to do a stun shot, try to slow the cue ball down to try to get underneath that 6. Oh, I went the other way. And I totally failed. I have no shot. Pull is so hard, man. Ugh. Went for a crossbank and fluked it in. Oh, man. I gotta work on those bank shots. And I totally missed. All right, 03 ghost. I always had this idea of talking about matches, but unfortunately, I think most of them are copyright issued. So I'm not sure if I can do that. Though that'd be kind of fun, though. I have a buddy that I could do it with too, because I follow pros, not like, crazy religiously, but like, I have my favorites, and I like to know what they're up to, how they're doing. One that I'm kind of sad about is that I was really looking forward to Earl Strickland playing in the U.S. Open this year, and his name was on the roster, but he didn't make it because he caught COVID, I hear. Missing a ball in hand. Is there anything more embarrassing than that? Jeez. So 4-0 ghost. So I was really looking forward to seeing Earl Strickland at the U.S. Open, but he didn't show up. If you don't know who he is a legend in the world of pool. He popularized pool for so many people in America. Ooh, nice little slow roll on that too. Man, that wall. I need a bigger pool room eventually. That was a good hit too. Very, very good cue speed. I have my moments. I'm going to do a stun over for the 6. Maybe gone a little too far, but that's workable. No big deal. So roll, get the 7 in. I would have normally liked a little bit more angle, so that manipulating cue ball to get it in place for the 8 would be a little easier, but this, I found a way. I had just enough angle, I guess. It looked pretty straight from here. I don't remember. Got the shorty because that wall is right behind. And looks like I have a good angle to draw stun. Over for the 9. Oh yeah. That was smexy. I get nervous. I get nervous when I know I'm about to run out. Do you guys ever get that? Where you're just sitting there like, oh my gosh, I normally don't play. This is not how I usually play. And then you kind of freak out and then you fluke the, 9 ball or something like that. Ugh, I hate those moments. All right, I believe the score is 4-1. Shane Van Boning, ghost, me 1. Analyzing the table. You gotta spend a lot of time to think about, what your strengths are and what you can do reasonably. Because there's more than one option to get to the next ball, but if you, that was bad. Oof, what a terrible way to get there. Ugh, and I scratch, yes. This is where I was on that floor because I hit my groin bone against the pool table on accident, and that knocked me out for a couple minutes. 5-1 ghost. No ball in the break there. Getting to that 2 would mean that I have to cross over. So, see, like getting these angles right, knowing your game well enough to know how you can control the cue ball right is that's a task. It takes a lot of practice to get to that point. But stun shots for the win. Oh my goodness. I have the angle on that 3 too, and everything to set up for the 4. Oh man. So it's a 5-1 ghost, and I lose this match. But tomorrow's another day and another match. I'm debating whether to have it every day. Yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm trying to thin this 4-ball in. Oh, these back cuts, these thin back cuts, they always get me. The sound of pool ball sped up sounds kind of like it sounds really strange. But anyways, thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.